the depths of Nephalia, he began his tale. A rebel soul who dared to challenge the veil.
All right, welcome to Tibalt Apprentice. This one's for you, brother. This is for the real. I don't know if this is going to add anything to the show here, having me actually sit down and narrate this, but I am going to click go on the button, and I'm going to talk about this game that we played. So you got a great deck. I like what what you were planning on doing with it and stuff, having to get sacrificing for value. Um, and so adding that forge to it, I think, has made a difference. So here we go. We got some graphics now. We're actually moving along here. So normally I would run this double speed since we're going to uh, actually watch this happen in real time. So here we go. Let me turn this down a little bit, make sure we're not competing with too much audio. And we'll see how this goes. So I jump in here, and the very first game that I play is against a highly tuned um, combo deck featuring some planeswalkers. And if you watch any of this stuff, you know how I feel about planeswalkers, but I don't talk about that anymore. So anyhow, somebody that's chosen to name themselves Turd Gobbler. I'm to each his own. So anyhow, this seems like a halfway decent hand to start out with. It has a couple of lands. We're really only looking to get that forge out turn 3. So that's the earliest we can get it. We don't have any fast mana. If I was building this in historic, I would be using some goblins. And not goblins, I'd be using some zombies that turn into treasure tokens. So if they died, I got some value out of them. That's what I'm missing most here playing a standard deck, and that is not getting that fast mana. But we are going aggressive here, and maybe that is to our detriment. But I'm feeling okay having that Sylex to being able to wipe the board if I need to. But I guess I've already spoiled it by saying this doesn't really go our way this game. So I've got the zombies out there, but right away he's taking him out before he's even going to take any damage. So moving on to the next one, we're going to go ahead, cast this. We're figuring out that we can't actually pull things out of exile because, they're in exile, aren't they? So let's go ahead. We'll cancel that. We'll save that till he actually has something in the graveyard worth busting out. And we'll see if we can, hopefully on curve, get that forge. I'd really rather see the forge in there, and I'd like to see something that's going to give us value for losing our creatures. The idea that we only get to attack with them once, and the idea that those creatures only get a buff once, that bothers me. Just bothers me, but I mean, it is what it is. These are the creatures we're doing. This is what we've got in standard, so we're going to try to make it work as best we can. There is the red mana I needed. I don't have the forge to cast, though. So, whatever. We'll get rid of what he has in the graveyard. Don't think he's going to flash that back anytime soon, but I don't think we're going to give him a chance. So, we can't hit the Planeswalker this turn. We're going to have to wait. I maybe should be saving that, but I want to see what other cards we can get. I want this to go faster, and I want it to be more consistent. So it's not that yet. But we get to see what this game looks like. We're going to play the whole thing out. I will tell you, spoiler alert, we've got some better games coming. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Magic is always better when you play with somebody that you know. If you can talk to people, again. So my name on there is madsaxxon 17027. Yeah, I'll put it up on screen. You'll see it in a minute. be sure and add me. So if you're on Arena and playing, and want to get in a nice casual game, definitely join. I'm not gonna work the ladder too much these days, but there's that forge. We're a little bit behind. Would have liked to have had that last turn, and more importantly, I would have liked to have had a creature on board that would give me some value for these creatures automatically dying. I'm not getting that, but we're on our way. We just need 5 mana. If we could just get a turn ahead, that would make a difference. What's not happening right now, though. So, I'm joined in the studio here by my wife. Hi.
Hello.
I'm recording something for the real world here. Actually, it's for anybody that wants to watch it. But we're still working on upgrading that deck.
Your head looks weird.
My head looks weird. My everything looks weird. These little green things happening next to me and the crazy background thing. It's a little rougher on screen than it actually is. Anyhow, now we're getting what we want on board. Now we're going to get a chance to take advantage of this. But that going away is going to give us a little bit of a buff. It's a little sad that we only get that one per turn. I'd like to see a creature that allowed us to get them every single time that something went to the graveyard. But this is where their combo kicks in, and Breach the Multiverse. Wow, it's just you can't. The deck we were playing and we're working on is a starter deck to get you used to what you're doing. This is me getting salty. It's a close. Never mind. Anyhow, you know what I mean when I put that sleep icon up there. Anyhow, the fact that they're going to play our creatures and stuff, it just, this deck needs to be faster. It just needs to be faster. It doesn't have the combo pieces in it yet, but we're going slow and we're building, and hopefully we're enjoying the process. That's what we should be doing. This guy obviously is going to keep casting and casting until we are out of cards. It happens sometimes. You're not going to win all of these. So this is why, going back to what I said earlier, it's always best to play with somebody that you know, because this can be demoralizing, can be disheartening, can be this win or die is, it's part of the game, but it's only a small part of the game. It's a large part of Arena. It's a very small part of Magic. So keep that in mind as you're playing. As you take your losses, you're learning how to win the next time. So, like I'm obviously filling time as they cast their combo over and over and over again. Oh well. We're almost there though. Down to 12. Can they pull it off again? Will it matter if we get another turn? I didn't put the Sylex down. That was maybe my fault. I maybe should have done that earlier. We've got the 5 mana. I think we could take off just about everything on the board. We would have killed our creature, but right now he's milling us out. So that's it. That's the game. We've got a couple more games coming up. As you can see, there's lots of losses. Sad face. Anyhow, lots of losses. But again, I'm tweaking this, making variations of it. And we'll see how this performs, and we'll see how it performs against a historic deck. Historic is something you'll want to move into later on when you get the options. You have more cards, or you have more gold, however you work it. Not going to say Arena is pay to win, but it is what it is. So anyhow, as our computer catches up here, we will eventually get to that next game here. All right, we're going to keep the deck the way it is, and we're going to see how it goes. Let's give it a second here. All right, wait. All right, so we're up against Fate. Let's see what Fate brings us. I like the starting hand. I like having a first turn play, second turn play, third turn play into that forge. Feels a little bit better. I don't know how it's going to go. This isn't the game that I thought I was playing, but we are going to take advantage. Now, the problem is I feel like we're getting a creature down, but it's a decay creature, but we've got something that takes advantage of it. So we are going to get a little bit of a buff there. But the fact that those are decay zombies, I've got some mixed emotions about them. If I can keep making them, then great. But that losing them and only getting one buff off of it per turn, I don't know. Because again, you're going to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to play the Forge. Never mind. Well, I did clearly play the Forge. But I was hoping to get multiple triggers off of that. I want multiple triggers. When things are going to the graveyard, when things are happening, I want those triggers to build up as much as we can. But we're working with what we got here. A little sad to see that I don't have more mana. Don't have 4 mana. But the fact I keep getting a creature and it goes away at the end of the turn is actually a benefit, because they're not going to waste the removal. If they have anything that's sorcery speed or anything like that, there's no targets for it. So the fact that this grows every turn, also a boon to us. So we'll get them for 2 points of damage this time. And it goes away at the end of turn. Also, the fact that this has trample on it is good. They're going to gain some life. I'm just going to go ahead, get that out of their graveyard. I'll have another creature to attack with this next turn. I'm hoping to get them for a solid 5 damage next turn. They're at 22. We're at 22. We'll see how it goes. They did nothing. They're having mana problems? Perhaps. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this now, since I've got the ability to get more cards in hand. I probably should have swung at him for 5, but I didn't. We'll take it 3 against them. And yeah, we've got 5 mana now. We can start casting. Oh, they're going to burn a card on it. So they're down a card. We're out nothing. The token was going to go away at the end of turn. So I like that. That goes in our favor. At this point, I need to see what kind of removal they have. Let's put this down. Since they don't have creatures, they're going to have a tough time getting rid of it. Sure, we'll take 3 to the face. Not a problem. You're going to take at least 2 of that. This time we go in for 4. Creature goes away. They'll take another 2. This is how it should work. All right. Do they make the mistake? Do they not? Take the time to read it. Reading the card explains the card.
Not always.
I was going to say that. Not always. Sometimes it does. All right, so Big Score is actually a card that maybe we could benefit from putting in here, because it does give mana. I don't like the 4 CMC, or what are they supposed to call it today? I don't know. Anyhow,
Mana value.
Mana value. I don't like the 4 mana value on that necessarily. Let's do this. We'll get this on board. I don't see anything in there with flashback, so that's fine. This will give us another creature. Yeah, nothing with flashback, but whatever. Let's get rid of that. Oh, we'll just take the win then. I like it. All right, so this time we step in and play with a friend, an online friend, and an arena friend. And this is somebody that I met on Facebook. So we do still have a Tibalt Apprentice Facebook page. Not a whole lot going on there, but when I do post on YouTube, I also post there. It is a way to get in touch with me, to get in contact with me. Let's get into this. Jump in here. And actually, how many games did I squeeze in here this afternoon? I thought there was about, this was about 16 minutes long. I'm going to cut it down a little bit so you don't have to sit through all the ums and ahs. But let's get another game in here and see how this goes. Fair to Midland. I'll keep it. I'm hoping to draw into a creature card that I can play next turn. We'll start. We'll lead with the black. Next turn, we'll put down the red. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like toxic at all. No, thank you. That changes everything. I'm getting rid of that creature immediately. Immediately. There we go. There's our want to play with Dr. P. Let's put this on board. See if they have any artifact removal. Most people are weak against artifact removal right now, it seems. So, should give us some value. Got to take my time and try to spell correctly. That can take a while. So yeah, we're going to give us a sec here, and we'll get into a game with Dr. P and see how that goes. All right, so we're going to swing in. One solid hit. Goes away at the next turn. Again, I'm hoping to draw something. If I get a creature, I will hold off. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like where that guy's going. So that's going away. We'll put this down. We're going to hope that we get another mana. If we do, we'll be on target. We will have to cast the creature to get the buff from the enchantment that I just put down. Let's see what happens. Oh, we'll just take the win. That's fine. I'm good with that. All right, we're going to jump in with Dr. P. We're going to play a couple of games with him. The deck he is playing is actually a historic deck, which puts us at a severe disadvantage because there's going to be some arena cards there, some of those cards that don't exist in real life. You know how I feel about those. I play them myself. I have to play them because, otherwise you don't keep up with the arms race on arena. And arena is definitely an arms race.
Why is it called historic?
It is historic. Thank you for asking.
Sure.
Because historic is cards all throughout the collection. Standard is basically, standard is about 2 years out now. We're about to go into rotation, but it is the last two sets, something like that. The last 3 sets that are available that were printed, and that's what standard is going to be. I'm used to, and we're used to playing a lot of Commander, which is a legacy format, which all the cards are from, all the sets are potentially available. This one, just the last couple of years worth of cards, and it gives us a little bit more stable, a little bit more stable playing field. So going up against a historic deck, they're going to have a wider pool of cards to draw from. I like this coming out first turn, though. First Strike and Menace is going to be of value. If they are going to remove it, if Dr. P takes it out right away, I'll get some value because losing a card is going to cost them 2 life. I would have liked to have had a third turn play. I didn't. I will swing in for 3 in my idea, and I don't realize at this point that he's playing historic. But I see that land, see that beautiful island that he's got there, and then I see this, and I think, this is not good. This is not good at all. What can we do? We can play our heart out and play hard and fast. Aggressive sometimes wins against historic. We'll see if it does. Third turn. Okay, here's the other thing. That red creature can turn into mana. So that's a valuable thing. I am very afraid of counter spells. I don't see a lot of them. He's going ahead and tapping the blue. It's going to make me feel safe to cast that Vein Ripper. Yeah, he does have blue with his artifact that he can generate. Make him have it, though, right? That's the theory. Make him have it. If he's got the counter spell, I can draw into another Vein Ripper later. So he just make him play through it. So no, he's going to take a little bit of damage. Looks like I'm going to get my Vein Ripper on the field. Yes, nice. All right, and he's going to target it. The only problem there, I think, is you target it, you're going to have to sack a creature. And playing against a creatureless deck, I feel like my chances have greatly improved. Still, I fear Historic. We're going to see what happens. I think he's taking time to read it again right now. Oh, he's reading it because he's going to mimic it. Very nice. That provides something of a challenge. He's not going to have the value that we do, though, I believe, of generating creatures and getting to sack them. So I think let's get rid of that out of his graveyard. Him being at 5 life is going to be of value. I'm going to go ahead and sack that and draw a couple more cards. There's some value. Oh, yeah, it's something of a mirror match, but we have the advantage. Yeah, we've got the advantage here for sure. No point in swinging in with anything, right? Why would I attack? I'll just feed him a creature. Let's make something. He's setting at 3 life. I've got the creature now to sack to make his Vein Ripper targetable. He does not have the same advantage that I do. He's not going to be generating creatures. He's going to be pulling stuff out of that freaking tome, though. So he will have something to cast. So that is a Mimic. Well, until he gets another creature out on the board to sack, it's not a problem for us. 26 life to 3 life, I feel highly encouraged. Him gaining life, I don't feel so encouraged. Again, another card that I love that I would be playing if this was a historic match is I'd be playing Tainted Remedy. Tainted Remedy says anytime a player, an opponent, very specific, anytime an opponent would gain life, instead they lose life. So that's a nasty little bit for these life gain decks. Yeah, right here. Here's my creature removal right on time. Drop this. I will be able to target his creature, sack my creature. There's the ward kicking in. There we go. All right, there's my sacrifice. He's going to lose life. More importantly, he's going to lose his Vein Ripper. And it's my game, I think. He's up to 7, so he did gain a little bit of life. But he lost some life. And, yeah, we just swing in. I'm not afraid of that 1 blue mana. An unsummon. Oh, nice. Very nice. He fogged me. I love it. I actually love it. Oh man. I guess I'm not competitive enough. Maybe I should have been mad about that, but I actually love seeing him fog me. That was nice. That was nice. I'm curious as to whether that was already in the deck or is that something he pulled out of that tome of the Infinite. That was a nice surprise. All right. Fair enough. Good. All right. He's good game. I'll say good game. All right. I think he evidently doesn't have another fog to pull off again. That was awesome. I love it. I love it. Man, this is when it's the best, when it's somebody else you know or somebody else that you've talked to. Yeah, that's really what makes the game fun. I'm just going to go straight to the attacks. Either they're going to have it or they're not. I'm only going to attack with 1 creature just in case. He may have. He's already proven that he's got some shenanigans in his deck. So we don't need to overcommit. That's something that's hard for me to learn, but yeah, I think that's going to take care of it. Awesome. Awesome. Man, I love that. He actually played a fog. That is great. All right, well, I think we've got one more game in us, so at least I do. I'm hoping you're sticking around for this. If you get a chance, check me out on Instagram, Tibalt_Apprentice. That's where you can see a little bit more live interactive stuff, or not even necessarily live, but you get more stuff on a daily basis there. I am still doing, obviously, I'm still doing YouTube content. That takes a little bit more effort and a little bit more time to, hopefully you're bringing something that you, hopefully I'm bringing something that you enjoy to the table here. But that does take a little bit longer. The the stuff on Instagram, well, I've got help with that. So between the two of us, we can do something a little bit more regularly. So you're bound to see something there. So check that out. Right now, obviously, Dr. P and I are working out the fact we're going to be playing another game. He's up for a rematch. I still am not sure that I've realized at the time of me playing that he was playing historic, but I had my suspicions. I think this is the game you'll see me like stop midway through and go like, wait a minute, am I playing standard against historic? If so, well, good on us, because real this deck, and we're hanging out, we're holding out against them, so that's pretty awesome. There we go, madsaxxon number 17027. So yeah, add me if you're on Arena. I will accept all friend requests. This, I don't like it. I didn't have a first turn play. I don't necessarily do doing the Rotten Reunion on the first turn, but I will play it because we have to play aggressively, and we have to put, yeah. This is when things in my mind have gone horribly wrong. The fact that he's got a ley line of anticipation, no less, means he's going to be playing everything at flash speed. He's going to be playing everything at the speed of an instant. I've given up on this game already, so sad to see. Yeah, in my mind, I've given up. I've realized that we're feels outmatched, but like I said, play it aggressively. I'd like to have seen red mana. I'd like to have seen my first strike creature. I'm going to stack up and just do as much damage to him as fast as I can, hopefully before he draws into another fog like he did last game. And obviously he's got green-white in his deck, so he clearly has the fog in there already. So he knew what he was doing when he put that in there. I do like seeing this because this is not going to target a creature. That is some nice removal because of things like Ward on there. I've lost the creature. I got no value out of it. That's too bad. Too bad for me. And that's what I don't like about it. But it doesn't matter. This is the deck we're playing. We're doing it. So this is when I realized, he's like, dude, are you playing a historic deck? Is that what I'm up against right now? Obviously I am. All right, so he's just every turn he's collecting those good spells. That's great. Okay, well, what can I do about that? Oh, this, any land, he's going to tap his land for anything that he needs. I'm feeling overwhelmed. But this time, I am not making the same mistake I did last time. I'm putting the Sylex down not early. I'm putting it down on curve, right? 3 mana to get it out, 3 mana. That 3 mana right there. I know the ley line, however, is actually 4 mana. So I'm going to need to get another mana before I can use it to take that out. Oh man, he's doing a ponder. Like, he's got all the good cards. I see a lot of blue good stuff there. I'm not sure what that other enchantment is. I can't At some point, I will roll my mouse over it. I obviously don't have that option to do that right now. And you can see me getting distracted with the background and trying to poke things. There's the 4th mana. That's going to take out the ley line. I'm actually going to... There we go. All right. So I see that that's cheaper than the ley line. Is he going to get greedy? Yeah. All right. So there's another thing that he's going to put out. So obviously he's going for a combo. I've made the decision at this point in my head, like, no, it's 4 mana. I can clear his board. I can get him down. He's only got 2 cards in hand. If I can get him into a situation where he's top decking every single card, I feel better about it. I feel better about playing an aggressive game if I can do that. There's a 5th mana. Just in case I'm going to overcommit, I'm going to spend all 5. I'm going to wipe the board. I probably only needed to spend 4, but I don't have my red anyhow. He's going to get that value. That's right. Squeeze that value out of that tome before it goes away. Oh, he's going to duress me. All right. Well, you know what? I've played that deck already. I know he doesn't have a lot of creatures unless he has my creatures. I mentioned why I was playing that because I like the what? How dare you pick my brain? There isn't much there to do, but that pulls all 4 of those cards out of the deck. Well, I told you earlier I wasn't feeling good about this, so I'm feeling good that we're this deep into the game. Go for value. He's down to 1 card. He hasn't shown me a lot of counter spells. I feel strong about playing this. Next turn, hopefully I will get some red mana. Even if I don't, I'm going to get a creature that's going to make a creature that's going to die at the end of every turn. I'm okay with that. It's going to be value, and I just start whittling him down. He is calling for white mana. That's interesting. Like, what kind of Wooburg? Wow, really? You're not going to leave me with anything? I mean, I guess I did wipe the board. There's the red mana. Going to get 3 creatures on there. His stuff has been spot removal. So he's going to... Oh, he will take out a land. Well, sure. I'll take another red then. I don't think I need more than 1 red to cast it, but whatever. I'll mix it up. He doesn't know what I'm playing. I'll let him wonder. I have that black mana that I already tapped. That's going to go on the board. It's going to make a creature. I'm not getting any value for the creature dying now, but I will get an attacker every time. And I can take out potentially whatever he puts down. Yeah, because even if he copies one of my ward creatures, doesn't matter. I've got a creature to sacrifice. That goes away. Didn't get any value out of it, but hey, it replaced itself. Awesome. Down to 12. And he's going to pick my brain again. All right, I am actually going to use this because I do not. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it because I don't want him picking every single one of those out of my deck. No thank you, Dr. P. You're not going to get my hand. And it's worth it. He's burned the spell. It's gone. So I've got a backup. Nice. Well, let's swing in for all the damage that I can. I will get a creature at the end of turn. I like being able to replace this at the end. There he is. What's he gonna mirror though? Okay, so he's gonna get creatures. The only problem with this is I get value for cards going away, and awesome, right there, menace. Can't choose to block. If he does choose to block with 2 things, actually can't even choose to block. He doesn't have 2 creatures. The decay zombies don't block. So he can't even block that even if he wanted to. If he did, I was going to say, obviously, I was going to assign the 1 damage to that so he would lose it. But he can't even choose to block because he doesn't have it. So I'm not going to claim this was an awesome win or that it has any business going up against historic decks. I just got lucky this time. Sure, I'll take the 2 damage. He's down to 7. I'm going to get more value out of it than he is in the long run. Again, I can swing with everything, pull that back. Can't block. It's going to take 3 points of damage. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Menace. Menace and first strike. I would have liked to have Death Touch and first strike. That's my favorite combo. Let's put that on the board. And I will win this race. If it's a race to the bottom, I'll gladly keep taking 2 damage. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh. Clever Impersonator. All right, interesting. What does that do? Andy's going to put this on the board. He's down to 4. He'll swing in for 2. I'll take the 2. Clever Impersonator. All right, so he'll have Menace. Let's do this. Let's drop this on the board, take a damage. If I attack with this, he'll have to choose. Yeah, I'll swing with everything. That's fine. Because I can put another creature on the board, even if he does. So he chooses to block there and block there. Take 1. All right. He's lost everything that he could block with. And I have lost nothing. Nice. All right. Well, again, this is a hard-won victory, but it is a victory nonetheless. So I like it. Good times. I get a chance to talk to Dr. Pete a little bit after this and stuff. We won't go into all that or whatever, but it did hold its own against a historic deck. So under the right circumstances, it could do it. Is he deciding that it's over with? Is he deciding he doesn't have anything to do? He might be. We'll give him a second. Go ahead, swing in. Absolutely. Good game. Not going to block that. No. All right. And is that it? Oh, right on time. Let's drop this. We'll swing in with everything. I'll hold back just in case. Don't overcommit. There we go. Game over. All right, and I think this video is over. Anyhow, thank you for taking the time to watch. Again, I'm playing with a little bit of different technology here and using different computers and so on and so forth. So hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. Hopefully you'll stick around and we'll get another 500 subscribers. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. All right, end recording.